Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Monster Gens video. So today we're back with another sneak peeks. There's a FaZe rug monster and much more that we'll be covering up in today's sneak peeks. So I hope you guys are excited. If you are, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, notifications on. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, everything that you'll see in today's video, it will be available on my Discord server. So make sure to join it if you haven't already. There is a link in the description down below. You just need to head over to ML Sneak Peeks channel and you'll see it in here. But anyways, guys, as you guys can see, there is a FaZe rug monster. So this is FaZe Rug's moveset, alright? I'm not sure if they actually shared the design. I don't think they have. I don't think they've actually leaked that yet, but take a look at this. FaZe Rug moveset. FaZe Clan is one of the skill names. Wow. Deals moderate fire damage to an enemy, heals itself by 10%. Custom car. Deals low fire damage to all enemies. Good mystery button. Heals itself by 50%, requires cooldown. Goes wrong. Deals moderate fire damage to one enemy, applies ignite to one enemy, applies fire weakness to one enemy as well. There's a cooldown to that. And then viral flames, which is a moderate fire damage to all enemies, applies burn to all enemies. Donating to monsters, heals all allies by 20%, and then there's a cooldown. Lava challenge, moderate fire damage to all enemies, applies fire weakness to all enemies. And then flaming prank, which is a massive fire damage to an enemy, and then applies ignite, and there's a cooldown. So this is probably like one of his best skills, I've got to say. Probably the best, aside from his support skills to all allies and to himself, I see. But anyways, his ultimate is called Unbelievable, and it's all capped. Okay, so that's a special, Unbelievable. It's a massive fire damage to all enemies, applies daze to all enemies, applies mega stun to all enemies as well. So here's the thing, guys. I think this is the first FaZe monster in the game. What do you guys think? Like a monster that is based off of a FaZe member. In case you guys don't know, FaZe Rug is a YouTuber. He's pretty popular. But yeah, I'm guessing they'll basically sponsor him very soon, and he's getting his own monster, it looks like. So let me know if you guys are excited about this. What is this? Butcherang. It's a metal attacker with extra turn skills. Ooh. Okay, so we're gonna have a new monster coming out very soon, which is a metal attacker with extra turn skills. That's all we know about him so far. This is the moveset. Okay, new leader, moderate metal damage to one enemy, deals low metal damage to all enemies, deals moderate metal damage to all enemies. Moderate, okay, so this one's moderate, this one's low, so you might as well just go with the moderate. You have stamina regen to itself, damage boost to itself, there's a cooldown, moderate metal damage to all enemies, applies bleed to all enemies. Then you have this low special damage to an enemy, gives an extra turn to itself, requires cooldown. Prism Flash, it's a low special damage to an enemy, applies bleeding to an enemy, gives an extra turn to itself. So you have two extra turn skills here. I'm not sure if you can actually cycle them. If they're both one turn cooldown, then yes, you can cycle them. But if not, then you can't. I doubt they're both one turn, but if they are, then that's cool. Okay, that's gonna be nice. But I don't think they're really one turn cooldown. We'll have to see. Muscular, right? It's a massive metal damage to an enemy, applies daze to one enemy. This is probably his best skill, besides his extra turns, of course. Then you have the Red Hurricane, which is his special, aka ultimate. It disables traits on all enemies, deals massive metal damage to all enemies, applies bleeding to all enemies. Okay. So then there's going to be a challenge for this Light Resurrector. So if you want this Light Resurrector, then there will be a challenge for this monster. Now, is he worth it? In my opinion, not really. I'd rather go with Rotten. So yeah, only for collection purposes. So there is going to be a monster called Gahesol. Okay, this female monster, it is a fire support with evasion and extra turn skills who can apply random positive effects to all allies. Evolving traits, rank 0, hardened. Rank 1, immune to ignite and burn. The hardened's nice, this comes in handy some cases. And then lastly, rank 3, status caster applies a random positive effect to all allies at the start of battle. Now this is really good, this is like the best in my opinion. So status caster, I mean, we've seen this with Darkuma, Reno. Darkuma's status caster is literally like this. Basically, it just applies a random pause effect. It could be dodge area, could be evasion, could be a life regen, whatever it is. It just applies a random pause effect, which is really nice. And you never know what the enemy, let's say if the enemy has a monster running, you never know what the enemy is going to start off with. I'm sure you guys have faced Darkuma in Team Wars, right? If somebody had it on their base, it's pretty difficult because you never know what they're going to do, and it's kind of difficult to counter it if the restriction is not it. I mean, we've seen it with Hounds of Justice War. If you guys haven't watched that video, make sure to check that out. But yeah, they had Darkuma bases, we had them, and people were just dropping left and right, dropping coins. Anyways, so this is just the announcement. I already covered this up in a different video, so make sure to check it out. Design a monster challenge, yeah, they went ahead and removed the original design. You know, the one that was chosen. They got rid of it. Now there is a bounty hunt. This one's updated. Okay, so yeah, I actually heard about this. So take a look at this, guys. It says you need the latest version of the game to play. Once you have it, right, you're ready. Come and play in the new edition of the bounty hunt. In this event, you'll be able to collect cells of the 2 new monsters. Terra McGorn is an earth attacker with guard down, death countdown, and immediate death skills. And Grasshock is an exclusive bounty hunt specialist, a light attacker with tortures, area dodge, and pause effect removal skills. She can also deal triple damage against his own season's fugitive. Now, the thing is, guys, in case you didn't know, Terra McGorn was actually like originally going to be the pay-to-win monster. So basically, you had to pay in order to purchase it. You know, it was basically the fugitive killer, right? But they went ahead and swapped them. So they put in the one that's like really good in my opinion, which is Grasshock. This was actually free to play, but they went ahead and swapped it, and this is going to be this is basically going to be the bounty hunt exclusive monster. Originally it was actually out for everybody. It's going to be a free to play monster, but they put it behind the paywall, which actually really sucks for free to play players. I think it's unfair that they did this. But anyways, Baronex breeding event. There's going to be a Baronex breeding event where you can get yourself pulses. I don't recommend going for pulses unless you need it for collection purposes. Now, the only thing that's really worth here would be the Baronex cells and the 10 school coins that you can use towards that challenge where you can get yourself Super Fox, Boom Shakalaka, and Stun Gum. Alright? But if you're not lucky, it says you can still get 5 Baronex cells, and that's about it. So here are the breeding combos, of course. Breedagore with Urgersis. And then if you're missing any of them, you can just use the Joker combos. Then there's a Dawn Canine breeding event. So there's a Dawn Canine breeding event. You can actually breed yourself Master Masher, which is still viable up to this day. Especially in Team Wars, you can make some extra turn plays. You can corrupt monsters with it. He has a curse skill as well, which comes in handy and stuff like that. I personally like the monster, and I recommend getting him. And when this breeding event comes out, you can go ahead and get yourself Master Masher. And on top of that, you get Dawn Canine cells with 10 school coins. Blast challenge. This is not worth unless you need it for collection purposes. Same with Manipulate, same with Craster, and same with Scrap Warrior. So it looks like every single one of these monsters will have their challenges, and if you want to get them, it's just for collection purposes only. Bounty Hunt. Okay, so here is where it was actually mentioned that Grasshock was going to be the free-to-play monster. Well, guess what? They switched it. So Grasshock is now the pay-to-win monster, and this is going to be the free-to-play. Alright? So, anyways, collector's breeding event. By the way, before we move on, guys, let me know in the comments, like your opinion about this. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about this? Just let me know. I'd love to hear your opinions. Collector's breeding event. So, it looks like you can get yourself some monsters like Dr. Marahausen or Dr. Hazard, Baroness or Deadwolf, Singwest Claw or Raccoon, and much more, of course. Now, in my opinion, none of these monsters are really worth unless you want it for collection purposes. Okay? You can, of course, check the breeding combos as well if you want to go ahead and pause the video. Top monsters breeding event. So let's see, you can get yourself Akunibuki or Bell Ball. In my opinion, Akunibuki is still usable, so I recommend getting Akunibuki if you haven't already. Then there's Nikaja Mami, and then much more. These monsters are not worth it, collection purposes only, but Akunibuki, you can still make some plays in Team War, so I'd recommend getting it, maxing it out if you can. Choose your path, Craster. This is for all owners, okay? So even if you don't own Craster, okay, the attacker, the nature attacker, I think it is, right? If you don't own him, guess what? He's going to be available for everybody. You can get it cells. Then there is a Zodiac monster where you need to be owners, okay, of this monster only in order to get the cells. Now, they did share this. Take a look at this. We are currently on what? What is today? Let me see. Today's Thursday. Okay, so Thursday. Let's take a look at this. We currently have the Maze Island, the Blamiria challenge, and then there's a capitalized breeding. So Friday, which is tomorrow, there will be a Nautic Tails challenge. Okay, so you can go ahead and obtain that monster finally. Capitalize and Gahesol breeding. So that Gahesol monster that I mentioned earlier, we're going to actually see the design as well in just a second. But that monster is going to be available in a breeding event. I wish it was a team event. I'm not sure if it is though. But definitely in a breeding event, and I'll make a video on it. Looks like, yeah, that's going to be out. And then there's going to be a Henrich and Super Fox pats, only owners for those two monsters on Saturday. And then take a look at this. Next week, there is going to be a Bounty Hunt. So Bounty Hunt, that is the monster right there. You guys see the monster? I believe that's the Dodge Area monster. So I'm not sure if she'll be... Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a Dodge Area. So that's going to be behind paywall, right? Where you have to basically purchase the monster. So that's going to be next week. Free chest update. The free chest you can open every hours by watching videos has new contents. Now nebulas, runes, and war coins, and are some of the rewards you can get. Go have a look, you'll find it in the chest shop. Did they actually make this update? Oh wow. So yeah, apparently you can go ahead and now watch some videos and you get nebula, runes, and war coins. Hey, better than before, you know? Gahesol. This is a monster, guys. This is going to be available in breeding, and you can actually obtain him. Her, sorry, it's a her. She. You can actually obtain her. Breeding event. Jackpack's banner. It looks like there's going to be a banner very soon for Jackpack. At start of battle, increases all allies' maximum stamina by X points forever. Oh, it's like Mr. B's banner, basically. When turn starts, if any ally has Thunder Element, increases target's power by X points and deal that many points of thunder damage to all enemies. Now, okay, I'd say this is like an upgraded version of Mr. B's banner, basically. Yeah? So you increase all allies' maximum stamina, and then if you have any monsters that are Thunder Element on your side, you basically increase their power, especially if they're Thunder attackers. That's even better. So not bad. I mean, here's my opinion though about these banners and basically all the obsidians that are coming out, guys. I feel like what Social Point should do is, let's say for example, I own Jackpack monster, right? Which I do. It's rank 4. I got it from the race, and everyone else that owns them, they should just give the banner, like a level 1 banner, to everybody that has a monster already. And then if anyone still wants to participate in their mini challenge or whatever equipment challenge they call it, right? If they want to participate in it, they can go ahead and let them participate. If they want like a second Jackpack's banner, for example, that's what we're using as an example, they can go ahead and do that, right? You get like you get the Jackpack's banner second time if you want to. That's really up to you. It's optional. But I feel like everybody that owns, for example, Jackpack, they should just get the banner, you know, for free. And we've seen that with Gekon's SN as well. So like everybody that owned Gekon should have just gotten the SN for free. At least one of them, just level 1, completely fine. They should just give it to him. I don't know, that's just my opinion. What do you guys think about that? So Grasshock is a light attacker with area dodge and positive effect removal skills. Ooh. Okay, I see. Kind of like what's that one monster? A Wormlad. It's just that Wormlad's not an attacker, although he does have some skills. No, wait, you can actually use Wormlad as an attacker, but many players just run him as a supporter. But then you have Grasshock moveset here, so looks like we're gonna just mention the ones that are really good. For example, applies area dodge and spirit hater to itself. Oh, pretty good against spirit monsters. You know, the ones that are in spirit book. Runes positive side effects from all enemies, requires cooldown. Okay, that could come in handy. Deals massive light damage to one enemy, applies sunburn to one enemy. That's a really good skill. Runes positive side effects from one enemy, deals massive light damage to one enemy, applies bleeding to one enemy. This is actually not that bad either. You can probably start this. You can, even though it's an attacker, you can give this monster full speed. Start off with this remove positive side effect, right? And then you can have a denier on your side that could do the rest. But like, here's the thing with the Holy Sun skill. If you take in a first turn with this monster, and let's say you're facing like a Maelstrom or a Shelly, right? They're taking all the incoming damage. They're tanking it up. This will deal quite a lot of damage against them because it's a light versus their element, which is dark. So you'll deal quite a lot of damage with this. And on top of that, you're removing their Megaton. So I've got to say Shelly will most likely die if Shelly's carrying like triple team speed. Even if it's mutated with life, should be able to still die with this skill right here. But I'm not sure. We'll just have to put it in test actually. Then you have this area dodge and double damage to itself. Okay. Then the special is remove shield from all enemies, deals very heavy light damage to all enemies, applies bleeding, or not bleeding, sorry, Megastun to all enemies. Not bad. Alright, and now what I'm wondering is that this area dodge, I'm not sure if it's going to be a status caster or trait, or maybe it's just as skills, because we've seen it here, right? Area dodge, applies it to itself. Then there's another area dodge, which I saw somewhere around here. Where the heck was it? Right here. With the double damage. So I'm not sure if that's going to be just skill-wise or trait-wise as well. We'll have to see. If it's traits, that's really, really good. Terra McGorn, this is going to be available for everybody, free to play. Earth attacker with death countdown and instant defeat skills. What? Hold on, let's take a look at this. Alien race applies a 3-turn death countdown to an enemy. Okay, that could be cleansed. Not a huge thing. Not that good. Removes 50% of total life from an enemy. Okay. 50% life, that's quite a lot. Applies a 3-turn death countdown to all enemies. Requires cooldown. So there's a 3-turn death countdown skill. Imagine that also was like CDA. Deals moderate earth damage to all enemies. Applies guard down to all enemies. Oh, guard down. Cool. So you won't miss your shots. Then you have Survival of the Fittest, which is a 50% chance of instantly defeating an enemy, 20% chance of its boss, and applies a 3-turn death countdown. Now, this is actually not that bad of a skill. So you have the 50% chance of instantly defeating whoever you want, then 20% chance if it's a boss. So you can actually use this monster against the fugitive monster. Actually, no, you can't, unless the next bounty hunt starts. Or if you can actually hatch this monster pretty early. If you can actually take it, hatch it ASAP, craft it and hatch it right, you can use it against the fugitive monster. It has that 20% chance of killing the boss. So if the AI ends up using this skill, there's a 20% chance that it will instantly defeat the monster. Then you have this 30% life removal from all enemies. Okay. Kind of like Craster, kind of like Rucha, kind of like Colonel Pip. Deals massive earth damage to one enemy, applies guard down to one enemy. Okay, that's a single target of this basically. It's just that this one deals massive earth damage. So then you have this heavy earth damage to one enemy, applies guard down to one enemy, applies vulnerable to one enemy, 50% chance of instantly defeating an enemy, and 20% chance if it's a boss. That's a really good ultimate. The Death Predator. And I really like the name of it too, that sounds really cool. So the free-to-play monster isn't really that bad. But it looks like they actually put this monster for free-to-play. They changed it actually. Originally, once again, this was supposed to be the pay-to-win monster, but it's available for free-to-play. And Grasshock is going to be the pay-to-win one. Okay? Yeah, there's going to be a breeding event for Gahesol. There's going to be an equipment challenge for Jackpack for his banner. Thunder Beast, Garuda. I'm actually going to make a video on this. Make sure to have notifications on to see that. But yeah, guys, that's basically pretty much it. Besides this Dog Day that they actually announced a while ago. It's just basically Happy Dogs Day, you know? But yeah, guys, that's going to be pretty much it for today's Monster Gens video. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys are mostly excited for. I've got to say, I'm really excited for this free-to-play, not bounty hunt, free-to-play breeding monster. This fire support with evasion extra turn skills. It sounds really cool. I can't wait for that. I'm pretty sure I'm going to rank that up for sure. It's a really good monster. And on top of that, of course, the bounty hunt. Can't wait for that. But that's going to be pretty much it, guys. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, notifications on, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Monster Gens sneak peeks video. So today,